What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to be talking about my favorite sandals. These are some of my top picks, basically based on comfort, based on durability, and just what's worked for me over the years. I got some good casual options for everyday use, and I've also got a couple good technical options as well. So stay tuned, and if you like this kind of thing, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. Here we go. Okay guys, so first up, let's start with some casual sandals. So casual sandals to me are sandals you can slip on and off really easily, sandals you can use every day. These are probably sandals I would use to go to the store, do everyday activities. I'm walking on paved paths, flat paths, nothing too technical. So usually I reach for like a flip-flop or like a slide style. So I'm going to start off with rainbows. Okay. So rainbows have been around, I believe, since the 70s. They have a foam construction with a leather footbed as well as rubber on the bottom. Of course, not the best traction, I have to admit, but the soles, for everyday use, do just fine. They have a single layer, which is what this is, okay, and then they also have a double layer, which is what that is. Now, I don't really think you can go wrong with either one. Which one should I get? Both, if possible. There are some trade-offs. So single layer, to me, in my experience, breaks in faster. Your feet sink in a little quicker, and it molds to your foot quicker than the double layer. It also has better ground feel, but it is a single layer. It's a little bit thinner. The double layer, of course, because of that extra layer, the cushioning, it's much cushier. It's thicker. The trade-off there is that, in my opinion, it takes a little longer to break in, a little longer for your heel and your foot to kind of really sink into that sandal and mold to your foot. That being said, once it is molded to your foot, it feels great. The other thing about the double layer, because that double layer is not through and through the entire sandal, there is a little bit of a heel to toe drop, and so you almost kind of feel like your foot's kind of tilting a little bit forward, in my opinion, when you're wearing these. But if that doesn't bother you and you'd rather have the thicker cushioning, then by all means get the double layer. But like I said, best answer, get both if possible. They come in a few different leather styles. The classic leather, which is what these are actually, in different colors, and then they have the premium leather, or premier leather I believe it's called, which is more of like a nubuck type leather, and my single layers are actually what they call the luxury leathers, which are I don't know if they're top grain or full grain, but you definitely do notice a difference in the leathers. They are finished and kind of waxed around the edge as well. Either way, you can't go wrong. Maybe I might do a more in-depth review comparing the single and the double layer. If that's something you want to see, then put that in the comments, and I'll be happy to elaborate on that a little bit further. So there we go. Rainbows, foam construction, single, double layer. Both are comfortable no matter what. A little bit of trade-off depending on what you want from the sandal. The arches are not super aggressive on these, so that's kind of nice if you don't like a really tall, hard, aggressive arch as well. And again, it kind of molds to your foot anyways for a more custom fit. Little drawback there, some people don't like the fact that there is a break-in time. I've also heard and read that if you've got tall arches, the straps can be kind of tight at first. I've got low arches, and so that's never been a problem for me. Anyways, really like these sandals. All right. Okay, next up, I have some more flip-flops. Casual use, everyday use. These are Olukais. Olukai makes a lot of different models. The particular model I've stuck with is the Hokua. And a very similar model, which is, I believe, probably, I see it more often in stores anyways, is the Ohana. The main differences are the soles are different on the Ohana than the Hokua, the different colorways, and the straps are also different. These fit great right off the rack. So unlike the rainbows that I just talked about, I find with the Olukais, at least the Hokuas, the Ohanas, similar models, there's not really a break-in time. These are like comfortable immediately. The arch is a little bit higher on these, but not bad. It's got a nice wide area for your toes. Compared to the rainbows, the traction on these are much better. So I wouldn't use this as a technical sandal. I mean, I just personally, I wouldn't go hiking in flip-flops. That's just me. I know some people do that though. They do get better traction. These are water friendly, okay? The rainbows having that leather footbed, I mean, you can get them wet, they're water resistant, but I wouldn't recommend getting them soaked all the time. The footbed on these is nice. Your foot doesn't slip. It definitely grips that footbed. I have read some online complaints about people saying that it starts to smell after a while. I haven't run into that problem. And basically these come in a lot of different colorways. They're synthetic. Now, Olukai also has some more expensive sandals as well. They're all leather sandals, are well over $100 a pair. I've tried them on and I returned them, and I like these better. Mainly the reason is the toe post on the leather ones are also leather and kind of stiff as well, and it kind of hurt in between my big toe and my second toe. And these were just a lot more comfortable immediately. So this is the Olukai, this is the Hokuwa model, and that's another great everyday casual sandal for you too. On to the next. Okay, my final casual sandal is, of course, the Birkenstock Arizona model, right? So just about everybody has maybe seen these, maybe you've worn them, maybe you've got like 10 pairs of them. I don't know, they come in a lot of different colorways. They come in leather, they come in vegan, they come with, you know, a non-cork footbed, whatever the case may be. This is the traditional cork footbed with leather upper. So Birkenstocks, out of the casual sandals I've shown so far, these definitely have the firmest footbed. So if you like the real firm footbed that won't drop over time, I mean, I've had these Birkenstocks for over 10 years. If you like that firm footbed that doesn't wear out, the Birkenstock is for you. Once these have molded to your feet, they always start flat, right? But once they've molded to your feet, you kind of get that Birkenstock bend where the toe starts to bend up and the heel starts to bend up, and it's molded to your foot. It's got the toe bar on the inside there, nice wide area towards for the ball of your foot there. Just if you get as long as you get the right size for yourself, obviously, then these are amazing everyday sandals. My feet don't ever hurt when I wear my Birks. I can wear them all day long, and the support that they provide, that I kind of like that firm support, is wonderful. Straps can be adjusted. I actually had to have an extra hole punched in one of my straps to accommodate my low volume foot. These I've repaired myself. You can take them to a cobbler to get resoled, but mine, the leather started coming off of the cork after a while, so I just grabbed some shoe goo, put some shoe goo in there, glued it back together, and they're good to go again. And I also do take care of my things, and I do use cork sealant on this probably about once a year, maybe every other year or so. I haven't had to use it too often. I don't abuse my stuff either, so again, everyday wear. Not going to use these hiking on like a gravel off-road type trail, mostly just flat surfaces and paved roads. The sole is kind of soft. Eventually it will wear down. But again, you can take these to a cobbler to get them resoled if needed and totally repaired. Yeah, so the Birkenstock Arizona, I think they're pretty much a staple for an everyday sandal. If you like the firm foot support and the footbed in there, and you like the fit of these things, they also do come in a narrower width if you got narrow feet. But a whole range of sizes, a whole range of colors, leather and non-leather. You can't really go wrong with the Birkenstocks. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple of my picks for more technical sandals. So stay tuned. Okay, so what if you want to use your sandals for more technical uses? What if you want to go hiking in them, want to go on a trail that maybe not paved, you want to be hiking all day, you want something more secure on your foot that's not just going to fall off. You actually don't want a sandal that you can slide on and off because you want it to stay on your foot for all your activities. So a couple technical picks for me are going to be the Keen, the H2, the Newport, and of course the Chacos. This is the Z1, and I actually also have a pair of Z2s as well in the Chaco. Now, Chaco also makes a model. The big thing with Keen is, they kind of started the whole, toe box, toe protection in a sandal. And now Chaco's got models, and well, not just Chaco, but other sandal makers also have models where the toes are now protected and covered as well. So there's definitely more options out there than just Keen for sandals if you like that with toe protection, if that's what you want. The reason I just go with Keen is because that's what I started off with for a sandal that's got toe protection, and that's what I've always stuck with. This is actually my third pair of Keens, and all of them have held up very well. I do find, this is just me, and it might have been just one-off little issue. One of the pairs that I ordered, same size as this, the sizing was a bit off. And not necessarily the length of the sandal, but the amount of material used. And one of the pairs I ordered, I had to actually return and exchange because there was so much more material in the ankle area that no matter how much I cinched down the sandal, I just couldn't get a snug fit that I wanted out of a sandal like this. So, and I compared them side by side. There was, looked at it. That's just one inconsistency. Maybe it was just a blip, Of course, it's always best to try any shoe on in person if you can, but if you can't, you kind of just gotta look at size guides and try to figure out, what's my best option. I do like the Keens. These come in leather. I don't have the leather ones. I got the synthetics. I like the bungee adjustment. It's so quick. It's so convenient. I have not had one break on me yet. And the footbed is, if you've ever worn a Keen, or if you've never tried a Keen on, it's kind of, it's not super soft, but it's not super firm either. It's a very nice balance between being way too cushy and being really, really firm. And it gives you a good amount of support. It's very wide, which for me I like because of my wide feet. And they stay on my feet. They're easy to adjust. They dry quickly. And I've got that all-important toe protection if I want toe protection in a sandal. All right, and then of course we've got Chacos, the Z1 and the Z2. The difference being that with the Z2 you get the toe strap, or some people make fun of it, they call that the toe noose. I had the Z2s before I bought the Z1s, and the toe strap does keep your foot locked in there. It's very good. However, as you know, your feet swell if you're all day long on your feet. And eventually, when my feet start to swell, I've been walking and hiking for a while, then it starts to kind of, feel like it's squeezing my toe. You can cinch down and pull these straps down to make that toe strap flat. I don't find it comfortable to do that. Maybe it's just me. I just don't like feeling that strap under my toe. Some people it doesn't bother them at all. But that's just me. The Chaco footbed is definitely firm. They call it the love seat footbed. It's got excellent arch support. So if you like a lot of support, you like firm support, I would say Chaco over Keen. Chaco does make, toe-covered sandals now to protect your toes if that's what you want. The Z1s, I got a pair of those because I wanted a pair. I wanted to be able to put them on with socks if it was chilly outside, but I still wanted to wear sandals without having to readjust straps. Some people gripe about Chacos and how you have to adjust the straps constantly. I haven't found that the case at all. Once you dial in the straps to your foot, I find that you pretty much are done adjusting for the most part. Any other adjustments are really minor, and it's pretty easy to get used to how to adjust these things. Also, Chaco offers custom Chacos that are built in the United States here, which is a perk. And with their custom shop, they also offer wide widths. Hooray for us who have wide feet. So I ordered, these are custom and so are these, and these are wide width. And I got to choose, you know, the color of my straps, my buckle color, my footbed color, and all that. That's a nice thing that they do for you, and they'll also repair them as well right here in the U.S. So Keen, Chaco, either one is a great choice for a more technical sandal that you don't want falling or slipping off of your foot, that you want to wear all day, that you're not afraid to get wet, that you want something you can kind of beat up, that are durable. They are a little bit heavier compared to like a flip-flop or a Birkenstock, but I mean, that's what you get for getting a sandal that can handle more and do more, right? Either way, you can't really go wrong. And there's other great sandals out there that are similar to Chaco, similar to Keen. This is just my personal experience, what has worked for me over the past 10 plus years, and why I've kept them, because I like them so much. And that's about it. Hope you liked the video. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, if it was helpful, I'd love for you to have a like and subscribe for me. If you have any suggestions, you want me to make a more detailed video on any of these sandals, put that in the comments. Do you have a sandal that you really like, that I didn't mention, that's your go-to? You know, put that in the comments too. I should say I'd give an honorable mention to Teva, as well as Timberland. Actually, I had a pair of really good Timberland sandals a while back, but the Velcro straps wore out pretty quickly. That was my only gripe. So anyways, that's it. Give me a like and subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you guys later.